Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Dungeon Frights and Anime Fights with your beautiful and jaw-dropping hosts, Plague and Jesty Fish. How are you doing tonight, Jesty?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty spectacular. It's good to be back.
It is good to be back.
Oh yeah.
We're back, we're rested, we're vacationed.
Oh yeah. 5 months off does a great number on your health.
It sure does. Good thing this isn't our real job.
Man, I'd be on the fucking streets.
We've been doing some stuff. We went on some trips, we played some games.
Yeah, oh yeah.
2 weeks ago a little event happened called Adepticon.
Adepticon did happen again, guys.
How would you rate your Adepticon experience this year?
I would say, now that I went to an Adepticon and knew what I was doing, I would say twice as good as last year. I would say
Plague did not
9 out of 10.
Plague did not spend all of his money in the first 3 hours of us being there.
My wife was very happy and proud of me. She said I did not go over budget.
Jesty did go over budget.
This time it was you.
Yeah. It's fine.
There was a lot of good stuff this year. There was a lot of good stuff this year.
Yeah. Plague and I didn't play we didn't play any demos.
No, actually we didn't. We said we were
We
going
didn't play.
to.
We watched some demos.
Yeah, we watched a demo of StarCraft and that was it.
Yeah.
Oops.
It was good enough to where we both bought into the game. I bought Terrans, Plague bought some Zerg.
You got it.
That Goliath kit, so I've all of my StarCraft built minus one box of Marines because I'm actually missing a bit. Let's put a pause on this for 1 second.
Oh, okay. Technical difficulty, something's going on. Well, I'll go ahead and entertain the crowd at this moment in time. How you guys doing in the chat? You guys doing all right? You feeling fine? You feeling fresh? You feeling feisty? It's good to see you. It's good to be back. You guys got some water at your desk? You feeling hydrated? I know I am. Got myself a nice, crisp 16-ounce cherry Coke with a damaged top. You love to see it. It's always nice. At my place of employment, you can get a case of 24 cans for $2.50. Talk about a steal. I love a good deal. I'm a big fan of a good deal. Later on in the podcast, we're going to be going over some of the deals that both me and Jesty Fish were able to score, especially on Saturday night in Milwaukee. It was a fantastic time. I'm a big fan of that. I'll go ahead and give you a little bit of a preview. I happen to get an Alariel model for $60. Oh yeah, it was a good time. Lots of deals to be had. Oh, I think we're back.
Apologies, gang. That was my wife.
He's back. No worries.
I've returned. She's on a work retreat, and she was calling to chit chat. So,
Okay.
I was like, I would love to chit chat with you, but I'm kind of recording the podcast.
She's like, the one time.
Yeah.
You guys don't do it for 5 months, and the one time I want to talk.
Exactly. So, but anyways, yeah, we watched demo of StarCraft. We thought it was good enough to pick it up and buy it. I built all my stuff except for one box of Marines, because I'm missing a piece.
Oh yeah, you did tell me about that.
Like, not like an arm or like a gun. I was like, okay, I can put a different gun on.
Yeah.
Like, I'm missing like an actual crucial piece of the mini, and I put in a support ticket like almost a week ago now.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't heard anything.
Now, give them the credit. This is the initial launch of the first boxes.
Yeah. I'll give them some credit, but it's been a week. And I don't even have like a confirmation of
that they received your
ticket was made or anything. I take that back. I got a confirmation that said we've received a lot of emails about StarCraft.
Oh, okay.
That was it.
Yep. You know what? Hey, I'm glad that they at least reached out to you to let you know that they've received a lot of emails about StarCraft.
Yeah. So hopefully they can get me the piece, or I don't know.
That does suck. I mean, hopefully they have the same standard as GW when it comes to missing sprues and missing pieces. Like
Yeah.
last year at Adepticon, I bought a box from the actual GW booth, and it was missing an entire sprue. And I called them, or I sent them a ticket, and I was like, "Hey, 8 months ago, I bought something at Adepticon from your booth, and it was missing a sprue." And they were like, "Do you have the receipt?" And I was like, "I have the bank statement." And I sent it to them, and they were like, "Okay." And they sent me a whole new box of the
Yep.
same thing. So that would be kind of sick if they do the same thing for you.
Yeah. What else? I really my intention at Adepticon was to buy like hobby supplies.
Yeah, you
I
did.
can't normally buy. I did buy a lot of hobby supplies, including like this stuff from a company called K&K Hobby.
Yeah.
It's just like it's just like if I can get it on the
Yeah.
camera here.
Let's get a close up of this.
It's just like some
Jarvis, show me
gravelly.
this guy's basing material.
There's some flock in there, some big bits, some like pigment powder.
Oh yeah, you love to see it.
It's pretty cool. It's decent stuff. Um, I plan to base my Horus Heresy Ultramarines, which I bought at Adepticon.
Now wait,
Uh,
hold up. Did you just say Horus Heresy?
I did say Horus Heresy. John Horus himself.
Oh my god, we're gonna have to unpack that in a little bit. I'm freaking the fuck out. But anyways, what else did you get?
Um, StarCraft, Horus Heresy stuff. A Warcrow mini because they just refuse to carry the faction I want to play at events.
Yeah, it's 2 years in a row.
I picked up another faction for Blackout because we played Blackout and we had a lot of fun with it.
Oh man, yeah, I do kind of want to go into that because we played a 4-player blackout, like 4-way battle royale. We made it work. What a blast!
So we played with how big was it?
What it was
Basically double. Each person had double the normal like what you would normally play in a game.
Yep.
So there was like
I'm
apparently you're
pretty
pretty quiet.
Oh, I don't like that. Let me fix that. Thank you, big dog. Good looking out.
We so we just played like a giant game and there was 2 minis left on the board at the end of the game.
Yeah, it was all hell broke loose. Everything was just kill or be killed.
Yeah. So if you haven't played Blackout, Blackout's like a very like tight skirmish game. It's very lethal.
Mm-hmm. Like
If you're out in the open, you're probably dead.
you're probably dead.
And like I said, like Plague was saying, we played a 4-player game and it was nuts.
Yeah, it was actually a really good time. You know, I have never played with either of these people before, and we ended up just bonding over dumb memes and this 4-player battle royale mode. And if you guys have ever watched, oh, what is the name of it? Xavier Renegade Angel. That was playing in the background too. It was a good time. It was a lot of memes. It was a good time.
Yeah, I bought the Impizdi. I have the box here. I don't know what I did with it. And I also bought the like buggy.
Oh, yep. You got a little buggy.
There's a buggy because there's buggy rules. I'm curious how they really work in the game because the board's so small.
Mm-hmm.
And having like a movement vehicle seems like a lot.
Yeah. You might not be able to double move them, but you might be able to just do a big move and an action. That might be their whole thing.
Yeah.
But I think it was really cool. I did not buy any Blackout because I chose to buy into StarCraft instead this year. I kept saying, like, I'm going to buy a full Blackout faction because I missed out on it last year. I really liked it. It was a fun little mini game that we could play. And then StarCraft, it was the hot sauce. Everyone was like, oh, we got to make sure we get the kits because it's going to sell out, which the starter kits did sell out. Luckily, they had enough product to make starter kits. We watched a demo of it, like we had said, and I did buy one.
So what I learned, Plague, is that the starter kits had like smaller sizes of the units that we bought. So like it only had like 2 Marauders and like 2 medics
instead of like 3.
Yeah.
So honestly, this was probably the move.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I have all mine built up. I primed a bunch of it. There's a bunch of clear plastic parts. I just fucking primed over them. I'm not.
You're not a fan of clear plastic, is something
I,
I'm learning.
I like the idea of the clear plastic on like the visors and stuff. I think that could be very, very cool.
Yep.
The issue is that you can't see through them anyways because
Yeah.
there's like a texture on the inside. So I'm like, what was the point of this?
I get that. It's not for everyone. There is something I have learned over the last like post Adepticon like hobby time.
Hmm.
You're a fucking monster. You're built different, and I don't know how you do what you do.
Well,
Because
thank you.
not only are you a father, you've built all of your StarCraft models. You've built all of your Horus Heresy stuff. I have built one centerpiece model, which, to be fair, I have painted almost to completion. So there is that. I will give myself that. And I built
Hmm.
one box of Assault Marines minus one character. I've built 9 out of 10 Assault Marines. That is what I have done post Adepticon. And you're like, oh yeah, I have built 40 Marines and I've painted them and I've primed them and I also have all my StarCraft Marines done. And
It's 65 Marines.
I don't know how, like, I know you have the years on me and the experience, but at some point, like the fucking horsepower's got to give,
I also fully painted one.
You did. You did.
Fully painted my chaplain for 30K.
Oh, I did. I did do a custom Kit Bash Hellbrute. Not Hellbrute. Well, technically, kind of. Contemptor Dreadnought, basically a
Hmm.
Hellbrute.
Yeah. Also, I haven't built all my Horus Heresy Plague. I still have 3 Rhinos to build and a
Mm-hmm.
Leviathan Dreadnought to finish because I have one that's he's just like the chest right now.
Oh, don't worry. Give you 30 minutes into this podcast, it'll be done.
Yeah, here he is.
Yeah, see, he's already working on it right now. He'll be looking at the camera. He's building right now. I want you to know that.
I'm just
Yeah, it's in his hands right now. So yeah, he's an absolute hobby monster. I don't know how he does it because again, father works a full-time job and he is just outpacing me in everything. Now I'm also pretty slow and he hates the way I paint. I'm not sure if
I
we've ever
do.
brought
Plague's a psycho.
I
Plague
don't know if we've ever
builds
talked about
builds
this.
Plague builds one model out of the box,
Yep.
paints it to completion,
Yep.
then builds the next model.
Yep.
Who the fuck?
Listen, I want it to be 100% done so I know it's good. What if I don't like it? Now that works really good for centerpiece models because it's only one model. But for
Yeah,
the little guys, I'll build them to completion most of the time. But I'll paint one model full.
Plague will
and then
never
one
play
model
a game
full.
of Horus Heresy.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to batch paint. I'm gonna try to airbrush the base coats. And I'm gonna try to do it the normal way.
Plague decided to do Night Lords, and I'm like, look, man, if you're going to do Night Lords and you're going to paint a single model all the way to completion before you build the next one, you're never playing a game.
So yeah, we both gotten into Horus Heresy. I think we're hipsters. I think we just want to be different and cool. I don't know what it is, but Horus Heresy just kind of seemed to have a little bit of sauce, and I was like, oh.
It's because you looked at the boards for Horus Heresy at Adepticon, and you're like, oh, this looks fun.
Yeah.
And then you look at the boards for 40K, and you're like, oh, they're turning the terrain upside down to play the game.
We'll get into that in a second. We'll get into that in just a second. Hey, I like what they're doing. I think it's going to be pretty okay. What sold me immediately, and I was like, okay, you know what? One, I like the community that's playing Horus Heresy in our city a lot.
Yep.
2, one sentence was uttered that I was like, I could be convinced, and that was, every single Space Marine chapter has its own flavor. And I was like, oh, they do their own thing specifically? It's not just like one slight rules adjustment. It's they specialize in a whole different play style. Oh, okay.
Yep.
Cool.
So Plague is playing Night Lords.
Yep.
And I don't know if you can tell by my blue shirt.
Dark Angels, baby!
I'm playing the best faction.
Dark Angels!
Matters. I was going to say the one on the box, but these are Sons of Horus.
Yeah, no. The one on the box for 40K.
Yes, until next edition, which will, I'm guessing all the box art will be Blood Angels.
Yeah.
Um, I'm playing Ultras.
Yeah.
So we actually don't have we have one Ultras player in our community, and then all the other factions have like a couple players.
Mm-hmm.
So I slotted into a spot that no one was already in,
Yep.
kind of.
And for me, it was kind of easy to pick Night Lords. One, because rule of cool, but there were two deciding factors. The first one was Night Lords have a lot of support in Horus Heresy. They have their Primarch, which everyone has their Primarch, sure, whatever. But they're also one of the few factions that have their first captain. That's cool. I like the fact that they have that. They also have a lot of support via upgrade kits, Contemptor Dreadnought upgrades, this, that, the other. And two, you're telling me I can play a fast, melee-focused army? So they're ogres. I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
They're basically ogres. But yeah, so I that's basically what did it for me. I know they're not actually ogres. I know they're going to play extremely different. But again, rule of cool and the fact that they have a lot of support really tied me over to them, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how you're gonna like base them up and
Yeah,
all that stuff.
I've already got one fully based. Look at it. Whoa! And it's the one with the one single chain glaive. Look at this guy. Wow. He's getting there. He's almost done. Give me 2 weeks and he'll be painted. But yeah, so Horse Heresy was a new addition to the roster here. They're not ogres. They're Gnite Lords. Gnite Lords.
Exactly. Gnite Lords.
Gnite Lords. Yeah, so that was something that was a little wackus bonkus. I was not expecting to walk away with any Horus Heresy stuff.
I kind of was. I knew I was going to look for some.
Yeah.
I didn't expect to come back with as much as I did.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't expect to come home with StarCraft. That was...
Yeah. I watched the game. So like we had said, we watched the demo and you basically were like, oh, okay. Yeah, I get this. This is going to be good.
Mm-hmm.
And that's fine.
As long as it gets the support, it'll be good. Now, my concern is it's going to be like freaking Conquest in our community where a bunch of people bought into it and then no one plays it.
I can't tell you. You know, I don't know.
But yeah, we had a good time. So that was like us shopping.
Yeah.
Bought some hobby supplies. I bought the stamper that like Goobertown Hobbies is selling.
Yeah. What is it? Goblin Hobbies?
Yep. I've been messing around with that. I haven't put any on any models yet. I've just been doing it on some paper.
Yep. Told you should have done the tutorial.
I've got to figure it out now.
Yeah, but you didn't.
Yeah, but I got to figure it out now. I would... Look, the anxiety in me, I would do one and be like, okay, I kind of get this, and then I would leave. Like, it wouldn't have done me any good to do the tutorial.
That's fair. That's fine. I get it. Oh! I just smashed my foot against my chair. Sorry, super professional stream, guys. I'm sorry. Ow. I'm dying here.
Did I buy anything else?
You bought...
I feel like I'm missing something.
Yeah, you're missing... You bought StarCraft. You bought Horus Heresy. We could probably go into the star of the weekend, Saturday night bits trading.
We both played in a tournament.
Well, yeah, I was gonna get to that.
Bits trading went okay for me. I took a bunch of my old Death Watch stuff. I hadn't played them since 8th edition. 40k isn't inspiring me to play. I have my Knight still.
Mm-hmm. It's the end of an era for you. Death Watch was like your first main army.
It was my first army.
Yep.
But I could see the writing on the wall that army just isn't going to exist in the next 2 editions.
That sucks, yeah.
So it's kind of like, well, it's time for these to move on, and someone who still wants to play like 8th edition or whatever, they can enjoy them.
Yep.
So I sold a bunch of that stuff off. I brought my Conquest army to try to sell, and God.
Oh, go ahead. This is...
So it's like $500 worth of Conquest stuff. It's literally like you starting what you need to play. It's like the starting of what you need to play 100 Kingdoms. Yeah, it's like $500 worth of stuff. And I had it in a box. I was like, if someone comes up and offers me $100, they can take it.
Super
This
good
guy
deal.
came, this guy came up to me and he was like, "Oh, how much for this whole box of stuff?" And I was like, "Well, it's like $500 worth of stuff. I'd let it go for $100." To which he responded to me, "Could you do 25?" Preposterous. And because he is like, I just want it for my daughter so she can practice painting, yada yada yada. And I went, you know what? At the end of the night, if it's still here, $25 is yours, just so I don't gotta take it home. He said, "Oh, we're really gonna get going here soon." And I went, "Sorry to hear that." And so he then proceeded to go sit with his family, like 15 feet away
For like 30
for the.
minutes.
It wasn't 30 minutes. It was the rest of the
Yeah, it was
night.
like the
They
rest of
sat
the
over there.
fucking night.
Till Bits Trading closed at 9. So, and like every half hour he'd come up and be like, we really gotta get going. Could you do 25 for these?" And I said, "No." And then I was talking to someone else and he sent his daughter up. And a friend of the podcast was kind of helping me with the booth and stuff. And she came up, she's like, "Would you sell these for 25?" And he went, "They're $100."
Adepticon moment 37. You in front of the podcast just parrying every 25 that pops up. Coo, coo, coo.
I was just like, I couldn't believe this. So I did sell a bunch of Marines. I made a decent amount of money.
My favorite part of this story, by the way, is right next door to your booth was another friend
Oh
of the
my God.
podcast.
Yes.
Go
So
ahead.
another friend of the podcast, we can call him Bama. It's not his real
Yeah,
name.
it's not his real name. Bama.
Bama we call it Bama's Bazaar. He
Yup.
just like has a bunch of weirdo models and shit. So he was next to me. He was selling a bunch of Song of Ice and Fire shit, whatever. And these people ended up spending $100 worth of buying stuff off of Bama, which, to their credit, the stuff they bought from Bama allowed them to play a game.
Yeah, I guess.
That's how I rationalize this. Otherwise,
That's how you went to sleep that night. That's how you went to sleep that night.
It is how I went to sleep that night. And I was like, I can't do this.
I'm sorry, I just fucking. They kept
Another thing
coming
that
back
happened
around
is
after spending
Bama had a rogue
$100.
idol.
Sorry.
Bama had a rogue idol. He then sold said rogue idol, and then he went to go shop for a little bit around the Bits Trading. Then came back with a second rogue idol.
This one was painted though, right?
Yes, that one did not get. And then he put it back on his booth to sell again. It did not sell. No one bought it, so
No.
it came back home with us.
Yep. Oh, dude, it was so fucking funny.
Oh my God.
Oh, I couldn't fucking
did-
believe it.
I also sold off my Gloomspite Gits.
Yep, you sold off like the spearhead for the Snarlpack Hunters, the Doom Diver
And the
Catapult.
Doom Diver Catapult.
Yep.
Yep.
You got a good deal on that too. You basically like 30% under cost.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good deal. I just that family had the nerve.
That family took a year off my life.
Yeah, because it was immediately after spending $100 on Bama's booth, they would come over again to be like, $25, right?
Oh, dude, I forgot that they came back after buying all that shit.
Immediately, like literally,
I was like,
just
God.
whoop, just went right.
At this point, the answer is just no.
Yeah.
And genuinely, if they would have came out to me at the end and been like, "Hey, you still wanted to sell for 25?" I would have sold it for 25.
Oh my.
But just like the weird entitledness that they were like giving me, I was just like, ah. And then I kept seeing them walking around the con
for the rest of the time.
And for those of you that haven't been to Adepticon's huge.
Yep.
Like, It's in two separate buildings, and I just kept running into these people.
But they really had to get going. I don't think you understand. They really had to get going.
Ah, dude. It's giving me like a complex. Like,
Oh my god, it was so funny. Saturday night was one of my favorite nights of all time. Out of both years, it was so funny. Oh my god. I didn't run a booth. I didn't bring any models because unlike these guys, I like to buy models. And I
yeah.
actually made off like a bandit. So me and friend of the podcast, Glimbus, the Glimbus special Curtis, we made out like absolute fucking bandits at bits trading. Curtis walked away with like 1,500 points of Nurgle for $80. It came with like a bunch of the Puscoil Blight Lords. It came with like a Feculent Gnarlmaw and a bunch of Putrid Blight Kings. $80. The guy would and the foam that came in, like amazing, super good deal.
Yeah.
I told him to walk away from it because I don't know a good deal. I was like, yeah, you shouldn't get that. No, you don't play Nurgle. He does. He got two because his deals were a lot better than mine. I got some good stuff, but specifically for me. So I'm talking about Curtis's deals. He walked up to a booth, and this guy was selling knights, Imperial Knights, a Canis Rex and the unnamed version of a Canis Rex for $150 each.
No, it was a Knight Castellan and a Canis Rex.
A Knight Castellan and a Canis Rex. And they were $200 a piece. And he looks up at him and he's like, would you be willing to give me both of them for $150? The guy said yes. He got both of them for $150. So we got
big baller moment.
Big baller moment. That's Adepticon moment number 37. And like I had said during the moment when I was keeping you guys entertained while Jesse was on the phone, I walked away with the Sylvaneth centerpiece model Alariel for $60. I got a Kragnos for $60. I got the Cities of Sigmar centerpiece model for $75. Listen, bits trading's crazy. There was a guy selling literally 3,000 points of professionally painted Space Marines for $500. There was a guy selling a full 2,000 point Caradron army for $300. It's just take it. Just fucking take that shit. It was hilarious. It was amazing. And it was first come, first serve. And so a lot of people, they're like, I'm looking for something specific. But what you need to do is you need to go bottom of the barrel at the end of the night when they're like, the guy next to us, like not right next to us, but the one guy over, the entire night, make me an offer, I'll probably say yes. $2? Yup. It was hilarious. It was such a good time.
We were next to some chill guys. I thought where we were was going to be higher traffic.
Yeah, me too.
And it was not. It was right by the front door, and I thought we were going to get more people, and we just didn't because people didn't know we were there because they came from the other side, like behind us.
Yeah. So like there's the front door, and you could walk straight or you could take a right, and we were on the right, but like right by the front door. But people just kept going straight instead.
Yep.
And it's fine. Like you got some good traffic. You still ended up making money. You can't complain too much. It does suck, but yeah, no, bits trading was wild. People were just getting rid of stuff all over the place. Oh, I walked away with a battle group box for Horus Heresy for $100.
Yep.
Basically half off.
Then he turned it into the siege group.
Yep, the one I actually
Legion
wanted.
Astartes, yeah.
Yeah, I opened up the battle group box for Solar Auxilia, and I saw them. I saw the spears, and I'm like,
no, thank you.
I'm not doing this. Oh my god! But yeah, so that was that night.
That is a daunting box to open.
How the fuck do people do that? I get it, but yeah. So other than that, other than bits trading, yeah, Adepticon happened. We participated in the Age of Sigmar championships.
We did, and I did much better than I did last year.
I also did much better than I did last year, but honestly, that's not shooting far.
No, you finished the same record, didn't you?
No, I went farther. I was 1-3-1 last year.
Right, you drew. That's why you placed
drew.
higher than me because you had a draw.
Yeah. I went 1-3-1 last year.
Yeah, I finished 3-2. I was pretty happy with that.
Yeah, it's a very good showing.
Yep.
I went
I played it.
2-3. Son of a
I,
fucking bitch, Lumineth players. I swear to God, that book is busted.
I played against a Stormcast Eternals player. Who, if I would have played smarter, I would have won that game. I just played like an idiot. My first game was against a guy playing Soulblight Gravelords, and when we started, he was like, "Just so you know, my army has 4 ways to hand out strikes last." And I went,
Ooh.
"Oh, well, rip me." He said, "The
Yeah.
best man at my wedding play only exclusively plays Sons of Behemoth, so I'm kind of hyper tuned to it."
Yeah.
And I went, ah,
Oof.
anyways.
Ouchie.
So
Yeah, that'll hurt.
I lost that. I lost that one pretty hard. Lost the um, Stormcast one by a pretty close margin, and then I played against Thankwill's Menagerie. Um, it was like 5 brood terrors or 5 brood horrors and like 2 brood terrors and then Thankwill.
Oh. Oh, I didn't know it was that.
And then he had like the little rat with like the little like pistol loading rat, the whatever he is.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Uh, that was just I just like would just slam the big rats out of their little bubble of healing each other
Yep.
and just kill them one by one. That was the whole game.
Yeah, so I want you guys to know the way he plays Sons of Behemoth is he has 2 that are paired together. He has 4 big Gargants on the field. 2 of them are paired together at any given time. They hold hands, if you will. And then one of them can pick up any monster and just body slam suplex it out of wherever it is behind them into the other one. How do you deal
Sure.
with that?
You don't fight them with monsters.
But I like monsters.
Well, they
You're
get body slammed.
monsters. You're like
Yeah.
no, but me.
Yeah. Look, Sons of Behemoth can slam Sons of Behemoth.
It's just a fucking slam party.
Um,
I want to see that
yeah.
game.
I play the sub faction that like if they're within combat range of each other, they get a 6 up ward.
Oh, yep.
Mattered a lot in my last game. Um, and then after that, I played against 2 different Helmsmiths of Hashut players.
How do you feel about Helmsmiths of Hashut?
I don't know what that army does. Aside from just like lose.
Yeah.
Uh,
We have a Helmsmiths
So-
player in our town, and he is also of the same thought process.
I played against the first guy I played against. He didn't have any like the rocket batteries, so he's like, "This is probably gonna go bad for me," and it did. And then I played against a guy who had 2 of the rocket batteries, and I was like, "Ooh, this might actually, I might lose a Meggarg in turn 1." He then proceeded to do 2 damage with the rocket batteries, and then I wiped all of his chaff, and he just had the bulls and the rockets and the cannon left, and he went, "Well."
Poor guy.
I slept on the War Stomper. I need to throw some respect on the War Stomper. The thing with the extra callous feet is like the best one in the whole book.
It's that good.
It's so good. It literally picked up a unit of 20 of the like sword and board dwarves. It just picked him up. Just
Done.
and he literally went, "Oh no."
That's his rampage, right?
No, that's just an ability it adds I believe it adds an attack, a rend, and a damage.
Ooh.
Or it's 2 attacks. It's 2 attacks. A rend and a damage
That's
to his
still good.
stompy feet.
That's still so fucking good.
Yeah, and he already has 7, so
Yeah, so that's just 9 attacks on a Mega Gargant.
yep.
That's good. I can't
3s,
complain.
2s. If you're infantry, it's 4 rend.
What infantry can beat that? Annihilators?
Yeah, Annihilators have 2 up.
Yeah, that's it. That's the only one I can think of.
I'm sure there's some other ones that I'm just not. not coming to mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
You were just grumbling about
Oh, fucking Lumineth.
yeah.
So
So I'm assuming you played against Lumineth twice.
you and me both got double ups, but yours were much better for you than it was for me. So I played ogres. I brought my ogres. I'm a big fan of the ogre boys. And I went against the new Lumineth book, which if anyone has gone against the new Lumineth book, you might have known that they
It's
are
a little saucy.
it's a little saucy. They got some tricks and they got some very good units in that book.
Mm-hmm.
My first game was against the Flesh Eater Courts. Rest in peace to a real one. The the guy that played the Flesh Eater Courts that I went against, he placed 12th. So I was like, oh, okay, you know what? Maybe my placing will be pretty high. No. Um, but he played the 7 Terrorgeist list because, of course, that's
I
that's how
hate
you
that
play that
list.
army now. Oh, and one Mara Scroll Herald, he was there too. Um, but I ended up losing that game. But I put up a good fight. I was technically his closest loss or like win, which I'll take that. Second game was my first game against Lumineth, and this was against the uh
Temple.
Wind Temple. Yeah, and that is the shooting heavy Lumineth, which I don't know if you know anything about ogres. Ogres are glass cannons. If they do not charge, if they do not attack you first, they die because
Mm-hmm.
they do not have a good save and they do not get wards. So I have a lot of health, but if you can just shoot me from afar, I'm going to die. And that's
Yep.
exactly what happened. I was able to shoot one of the Wind Temple heroes, almost killed it in one turn. They were like, "Oh, I'm not letting that happen again." And then they just did movement shenanigans the whole game, and I could not charge them the entire game. And I found out that on turn 4, Lumineth do crazy Super Saiyan stuff on turn 4 or round 4. So that was cool. Um, I ended up losing that one as well. Round 3 was my first win. I went up against the Trog Herd. A little bit of Gloomspike gets with Trug's Trog Herd. No, just Trog Herd, not Trug's
Just
Trog Herd.
Trogard.
Just Trog Herd. And man, I love Gloomspite. They need help. They need a lot of help.
The Trog herd is never good. It'll never be good. It's never been good.
Yeah.
I take that back. There was like a little flash right before the book came out where Trog herd was like a little saucy.
Okay. Okay.
Um, but that guy, I walked by your table at had like towards the end of that game, and that guy was not having a good time.
So what ended up happening was I was able to get my Frost Lord on Stonehorn, which is my general, and my entire unit of gluttons into the middle of the board, slammed them into Trug, who is his general, the big monster, and his 2 Dankhold Troggoths, which are both monsters. My Frost Lord has an ability where him and any ogres that are wholly within 12 inches get +1 to hit against monsters for free. And heroes. Well, those are both monsters and heroes. So
Yep.
that turn, the entire middle of his board was dead. And we were having a great time, and then after that turn, he was not having a great time. And we kept it pretty casual and pretty lighthearted, but you could just tell that he was no longer having fun. And that's kind of just what happened. And that sucks.
It doesn't have that like Fortnite emote on him after that.
No, no. I just 6-7'd a little bit. That's all I did.
He just looked at that guy dead in the eye and just
Listen, it's a power move. I needed him to know that I had the upper hand. Both of them.
God.
But yeah, so that's how the third game went. It was actually pretty quick. A lot of my games were really fast. It's really nice playing Destruction because I had so much time to walk the con floor. This
Yeah, but
fourth game was the wildest shit ever. I played against the 5 fucking Bloodthirster list from Blades of Corn. Round 1, turn 1, I let him go first, not realizing that Scarbrand gets 3 charge dice. He charges in turn 1. Okay.
he does boot, scoot, and boogie.
He does boot, scoot, and boogie for sure. okay, so Scarbrand comes into my Frostlord. All right, now I might be able to crack back and hurt him a little bit. If you guys know anything about Bloodthirsters, specifically Scarbrand, his first attack has crit mortals, and it's 8 damage apiece. So if he crits, it's automatic 8 damage, and it's 3 attacks apiece. He crit all 3 of them. What? Huh? So yeah, he crit the
all of a sudden was
first
not
move.
having fun.
The first move. The first attack of the game was the crit mortals on Scarbrand. He crit all 3. I picked up the Stonehorn. So that's how this game's going to go. Or so I thought. Little did I know that my ogres were listening to the You Say Run from My Hero Academia in the background, and they were having their anime moment of the century. And that's when I found out that ogre gluttons can take out 7 bloodthirsters. I say 7 because the Blades of Corn bloodthirster list can bring back a bloodthirster once per turn if they roll enough dice somehow. I don't know how exactly, but they can bring them back. And I killed him again, and I killed him again. And I ended up winning that game as well. But still, nonetheless, the start of that game, just spiking the 3 crit mortals to do 24 damage flat out against my Frostlord. Ouch. And so I was like, okay, you know what? I can go 3-2. This is great. My last 2 games were just amazing. Super good games. What am I going to get? Is that Lumineth again? Oh. 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 Nice.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, so I got my last game was against Lumineth again, and this guy was probably the most experienced player I had gone against. He was doing everything. Like measuring everything to stay out of absolute perfect range of any shot I had with my Iron Blasters, making sure that it was impossible for me to countercharge on everything. Like I was watching him and I'm like, oh, this guy's played competitive for a while. And yeah, he brought Mountain Temple, which are big cows. I'm like, oh, I can fight a big cow. I could fight a big cow. I could kill 2 big cows. Can't kill the rest of the army. But I could kill the 2 big cows.
We did kill 2 big cows.
And that's what mattered. And so yeah, that's how my Adepticon experience went. Last year I went 1-3-1. This year I went 2-3, which means next year I'm going 3-2, baby, on my way up.
Also, one of my models was in a Spike Evits TikTok.
That's true. On the way back, I was scrolling through TikTok because it's an 8-hour drive. And I'm like, oh yeah, oh. I know that fucking Gargant. That's Gimpy!
That's Gimpy!
Jesse, look, it's Gimpy! And sure enough, yeah.
So Plague calls my Gatebreaker Gimpy, so it's just kind of stuck. So we both just refer to him as Gimpy now.
He's wearing a black latex mask. He's Gimpy.
So Plague was like, Jesse, is this Gimpy? It's like, oh my god, that's Gimpy!
It's actually... The way I knew was there's only 3 Gargant players in the tournament. So I had a 1 in 3 chance of him being Gimpy.
Mm-hmm.
It was good odds. And sure enough, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, man. But
yeah, it was a good time.
It was a good tournament. I would honestly say that, now that I actually know what I'm doing, Age of Sigmar is a pretty fun game in a tournament setting.
Yeah. Yeah, Plague's trying to go play some more tournaments. Trying to convince me to go to tournaments.
I want you to know I did sign up.
I don't know if I'm signing up yet. There's a tournament in Chaska, Minnesota.
I'm just letting you know I did sign up. Carl did. Fuck. A guy in our community did convince me.
He didn't even try to convince me.
Well, I talked to him afterwards. I messaged him back. I was like, oh, maybe. And he's like, well, you could just always sign up and drop if you can't make it. I'm like, oh, you got a good point. And I signed up.
Yeah. I just...
Yeah.
Maybe. We'll
okay.
See.
Yeah, no, that's not a no. I'll take not a no. Just thinking about an Airbnb, though. That'd be kind of cool.
It'd just be the 2 of us, Plague.
In the Airbnb?
Yeah.
Oh, just the 2 of us? Oh.
June 27th, I'm not going to that one.
Why not?
That's the day after my wedding anniversary.
That's my birthday. You're telling me you can't make a day for my birthday?
Plague. Be so for real right now.
It's my birthday.
It's my wedding anniversary.
It's not my birthday.
It's also, yeah, it's not your birthday.
My birthday's the 2nd. Sorry, I'm getting a little feisty. The energy drink's wearing off. My wife's like, I was going to say, you're a liar.
I was like, that doesn't sound right. That's definitely not right.
That's okay. There is a
But
chance
my brain was like click, 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 click.
Yeah, like I'm trying to unlock the combination to the safe.
Yeah,
Like,
I was like, that's
wait,
not the right date.
Wait, I'm waiting for the click. Where is it? No.
I'm not great with dates, but I was like, that's not right.
Listen, the one you took me on was actually pretty good. The unnamed community member and I will be having fun playing AOS. Yeah, you know what? It'll be a good time.
Look, if they just stopped scheduling these tournaments on important like days, I would be able to go to them. It's a problem. Like the Turbulent GT, it's on Mother's Day. I'm married to a mother. I can't go to that.
Says he's married to a mother. Still won't make me a mother. I can't believe this.
Like, I swear to God.
Guys, I'm going to give him a freebie here because he deserves it. Hey, Jesse, how do I eat fruit?
You don't.
Why is that?
Because you don't.
He's
don't like fruit.
He's
you don't like to
bugging
buy
out.
fruit. You don't like to be given fruit.
Okay.
Oh.
Yep. Give it a second.
Oh.
Are we back? Nope.
Dying. Plague, we're cursed.
Oh, no. He's dead. Wait, he's back. Oh, no.
Okay, I think we're fixed. I think we're back. No, we're not.
Nope, there's some good lag there. Technical difficulties.
What the fuck is happening?
We're going to try to fix this. Go ahead and leave the Discord call and come back, maybe?
I can hear you fine. That's the problem.
Yeah, but now there's just so much delay. Oh, it's me! Chlorine alert! Yeah! Chlorine alert moment. Hello?
It is a chlorine alert moment.
Hey, we're back.
Weird.
Guys, Curtis has to paint 3 models. I can't believe it. I need proof that this is happening.
He'll never get them painted. He'll talk his Tuesday night game, his Tuesday night RPG club to paint 3 models for him like he did last time.
Curtis does mention, by the way, that he did score a very good deal on a full 2,300 point Nighthaunt army for $350.
That's true, and one of them had the Black Coach was a painting competition piece.
Yeah, was it Golden Demon? Was it entered in Golden Demon? We'll find out here in a second.
Yeah, I don't know if it was Golden Demon, but he did mention that it was a painting competition piece.
Yeah, he showed me it. It's really good. Yeah, I told him when he won a GT with a goddamn Nighthaunt army, which, to be fair, this whole Nighthaunt thing was honestly to spite a member of the community. But he was having some fun with it, and I was like, you're going to become a dirty Nighthaunt player, and you're going to like it. And he's like, no, I don't think so. And then he didn't play them for a couple of games, and he's like, I kind of like the Nighthaunt. I'm thinking about the Nighthaunt.
I think I kind of like the Nighthaunt.
I kind of miss Lady Alinder. I kind of like.
She's the worst. So I've been listening to a new audiobook. I'm listening to the Drop Site Massacre.
Ooh.
Due to a recommendation of the guy who owns Turbulent.
Very nice.
And man, it's been good. It makes you actually feel bad for Karn, which is crazy.
Karn? You mean the betrayer?
Yeah, it's crazy how bad it makes you feel for him.
I don't know if that's even possible. That's crazy. The Drop Site Massacre, you said?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay, okay.
If you need an audiobook, I do recommend it. It's very good. I don't think if you're just starting the Horus Heresy, that's not a good book to start with.
Yeah.
But it's
It's a
yeah,
good one.
it's a good one.
I'll have you
I'm
know,
enjoying it a lot.
I tried listening to the Kragnos audiobook. That's a tough
It's
one.
the biggest issue with the biggest issue with the Kragnos one is it's not from the perspective of Kragnos.
No. Kragnos doesn't show
It's-
up until like 60% of the way through the book.
Yeah. And it's like, I don't want to hear about people. I want to hear about Big Goat Man.
Yeah, it was really cool hearing about the ogres, though. That was pretty cool. I did like that. I like the ogres. If there's something you need to know, I like the ogres. You know, we didn't talk about fucking any food except for Mike's Tacos. Are we seriously gonna just talk about Mike's Tacos?
Taco Mike's.
Taco
actually.
Mike's. We got to get it right.
We also went to the Warhammer preview and we haven't talked about that.
That's true. That was a very good preview, despite every single technical difficulty going on.
Yeah. I literally was like, we're sitting like in the front, and I literally was like, "You guys need IT guys or what?"
Could you imagine becoming an IT guy for Warhammer?
That'd be sick. I get to do my job and also get sick discounts on models.
50%.
It'd be sick.
That'd be pretty cool. You can hear Plague in the reveal stream. See, I've tried finding it. I can't find it. I can't find the actual reveal stream. Unless if it's the one with like the different colored photos. But I feel like that one was just like the actual not live reaction one. But I was right in front of like the microphone. You could hear me quite often.
Yeah, it's true.
Listen, so fun fact, during the reveal stream, like the reveal thing, there was a moment in time where I can't remember the bald guy's name. He's the more talkative one of the two announcers, but he was like going around. He's like, "Where's everybody from?" All right, sorry. Oi, tea and crumpets. Where's everybody from? That's my best English accent. That's all you're gonna get. I didn't mean to offend anybody. And the first thing, South Dakota! Yeah, that's me! I was the first one to say anything. It's like, okay, yeah, South Dakota. And then the guy was like, Montana, Iceland. Wow, Iceland, that's so cool. And then in the preview, in the reveal, he's like going over, yeah, we got some people from all over the place. He said every other place except for South Dakota. I was like, he does not like me this year.
Yeah, I had a moment with Adam too when they're dealing with technical difficulties. He was having us do the wave, and he's like, "And we're gonna go from the orc side to the Space Marine side, and it's gonna be great. We'll do it in harmony." And I was like, "No," and he was like, "Yes, you will."
Good. That's funny. Yeah, no, I kept trying to make him laugh like I did last year, and
it was not landing. It was not landing this year.
There was a moment. I'm just gonna name drop because it's so fucking funny. There was a moment where like he had said something, and I had looked at him and I was like, dead eye contact, looked away, and Dakota was directly behind me. He's like, man, he fucking hates you, and he smiled at that, and I'm like, oh
no.
It's okay. He'll forget about it, right, Adam?
Right.
I'm just your goober. I'm just your little goober guy at the reveals.
Yeah, so we're kind of slowly becoming this group that's just always at the front of the Adepticon reveal.
Yeah. He's gonna learn to love us or hate us. One of the two.
Yeah, we had a really good time at the reveal. They revealed 11th edition.
Which was like the second most hype thing about the reveal. It got overshadowed by AOS this year. Let's go.
They revealed towers for Mega Gargants. They revealed Gargants for
New Gargants!
Not Sons of Behemoth.
Yeah, Cities of Sigmar get Gargants, baby! Yeah,
they also got a cool tower thingy.
The Cog Fort. Yeah, so the cool thing about the Cog Fort. So, again, I say it seems to be that a lot of people were actually kind of underwhelmed about the 11th edition preview because they were so afraid of things changing from what a lot of people online are saying. and that's okay. But what that allowed is the Cog Fort reveal to be like, oh,
I hate the cog fort.
he likes the
The
Cog
cog
Fort.
fort looks like the cog fort looks like an Imaginext toy. Okay,
And
you're not gonna change my mind on
and
this.
he likes Imaginext toys, so I don't get what the problem is.
It's just I don't like it. Whatever. I don't.
You're gonna put a Gargan in one, and you know it's gonna be cool.
I'm not going to. What am I gonna put it like around it? That's not.
Yeah, you're gonna encase a Gargan in a Cog Fort. You're gonna call it the
I
Garg
hope it
Fort.
sucks. I hope it sucks. I hope it's the worst thing that's
Oh,
ever
it's gonna be
been released and no one
250
brings
points, and it's gonna be really good.
it. Fucking.
You know it. They said you can fit 5 in an army, so it's probably gonna be like 300 points, maybe. But so the cool thing about it is every army can take one. It's a big tower. It's a big shooting tower. Every army can take one. It's not just limited to cities of Sigmar. Yeah, they were trying to trick us at the entrance. That is something I wanted to talk about. There was a Warhammer lady. So we were all waiting in line. And
No. It was not a Warhammer lady.
was it an event lady?
It was an event lady. It
It
was a Baird Center employee.
Yep. So we were all waiting in line. Our local game store group was all waiting in line, and we were at the front of the entrance. We were the first ones there. And we were like, hey, this is the front of the line, right? And like the Warhammer guys were like, yeah, this is it. You guys are excited. Yeah. Before people had started coming out to like get the crowd hyped up. Like 15 minutes go by. Then a Baird Center employee comes out and she's like, okay, guys, just a heads up. There's been a bit of a misunderstanding. This is actually the end of the line. What?
We just sat there. We were just like, well, I guess we'll just sit here, and then when we get in, we get in.
Yeah, I guess we'll just be where we're at. If we have to stand, we have to stand. A lot of people were like, fuck this. We're just going to go walk the con floor. But we ended up just standing where we stood and just talked anyway. Because, like, again, this is our time for our community to just hang out and talk anyway. So a lot of us just kind of just talked. And then 5 minutes later, people in red and green shirts came out and being like, you're going to side with the Imperium, right? Oh, you're going to side with the Greenskins, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah. And like trying to hype up the crowd. Meanwhile, I'm like, hey, is this the entrance, right? And they had to break character. Yeah, that's the entrance. It's going to open up one of these 2 doors. Okay, cool. Yay!
Those also like weren't GW employees.
No, those were just like volunteers.
They were like they were other like store or other like vendors.
Were they actually?
Yeah, because the one of them I recognized, they stood out the most to me. I recognized them running demos for StarCraft.
That's kind of wild.
It's like, huh?
This is your
Because
competitor.
really, at the end of the day, look, you're lying to yourself if you don't think that there's not Warhammer employees. They're like, ooh, StarCraft looks like it's got some sauce.
Oh yeah, 100%. And you're lying to yourself if someone at Archon Studios isn't
It doesn't-
already playing Warhammer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
we're all in this together, guys. 100%.
yeah, it's silly to think that they're not playing each other's games. That's
Yeah. But yeah, so we got in. Luckily, we were the first in line, so we sat down up front. Here's the thing. This reveal was a lot better than last year's in every sense of the word. 11th edition got announced. A lot of the rules changes. Let's go ahead and just get into that because that is kind of the meat and potatoes. You are the 40K player. You tell me what you think.
I am not a 40K player. I have not played it. I played one game of 10th at the start.
You know 40K rules, so you explain it to me. I don't know.
So the terrain rule, it's actually pretty minor. You're basically playing it exactly how you're playing it now. The only difference is you can't shoot things outside of 15 inches. That's
so everything gets that lone operative. Okay.
Yeah. And then if you're within 12 inches of something and you're in a higher level than them, now you get +1 to shoot them. Knights also get that same rule if they're shooting something that's smaller than them.
On ground level.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um, what else? It's really like the only like huge changes. Like the terrain's going to footprints, but still it's footprints now, so it's not really that much of a change.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're about an edition, and we're about 12th edition. I bet terrain just goes away for 40K.
Actually,
I think so. Terrain is the worst selling thing that GW makes.
new terrain
No, no one,
layouts.
no one buys terrain from GW.
They just kind of make their own. That is true.
Perspectively, no one buys terrain from GW in
Mm.
the grand scheme of it. It's like, oh yeah, I could spend $180 on this terrain set, or I could buy more minis to play the game.
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
see
there's new
that.
terrain layouts, but that was going to happen with the next set of like missions. So that's not really like new.
Okay,
The circular objectives going away. That's new. That's a big change, I guess.
that is kind of exciting. I wonder if they're going to do the same for AOS.
Maybe I doubt it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Mostly because the way scoring work or the way that the game is like structures the whole, there's not as much shooting, so you can stand out in the open on an objective,
Mm-hmm.
whereas 40K kind of can't.
It really does seem like they're trying to tackle shooting heavy armies like Guard and Tau, and to give ways to combat against that. Give
Yeah,
yourself an out.
yeah, and yeah. Curtis brings up a good point that your primary objective being based on what detachment you're running, that's new. Um,
That is cool. I like that.
it
Thematically, I
it
think
could
that's
it
cool.
could it could be very very cool. Could be a nightmare.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
We will have to see. I hope it's cool. I hope it's great.
Right. You're not trying to be like a downer. No, like you do hope it's cool.
I started buying up orcs at Adepticon too.
Dude, you got
So
such a good deal on all these orcs. I'm
yeah.
so
So
excited.
I have like 1,000 points of orcs now.
So guys, another thing that has happened in the 5 month hiatus. I mean, sorry, vacation. Um, I have slowly become a sisters player. I have accrued about 1,500 points of sisters.
He's currently a sisters collector.
Yes, I have not played a game. I have not played a game, but I have models.
Mhm.
So I don't want to learn the game until 11th is out because that is what everyone's going to be playing. I don't want to learn and then unlearn all these rules. So I was like, well, 11th is coming out. I'm just going to have the models ready and then boom, done.
Yep.
But Sisters was the army I decided. So get ready for Ogres / Cities of Sigmar, Sisters, and Night Lord's Plague. Let's go, baby. Not a single Nurgle to be found. What is my name for anyway?
That's that is ironic that you don't love the Nurgle boys.
It is really ironic. It is really funny.
But that's kind of it for Adepticon. We ate some
Yeah.
good food.
Oh yeah. Found even more new places that just blew us away this year.
Yeah.
It's crazy how that keeps happening.
The pizza place was kind of whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
how the like 5 meat pizza was, but Harry and I had the Italian beef pizza, and it was very much whatever.
Are you talking about the like bar, not bar, like arcade, like mini strip mall interior, everything is a different restaurant type thing?
No, that place was cool.
That place was super cool. Where are you talking about? What pizza place?
I'm talking about the pizza place that was right next to our Airbnb.
Oh, the Brew Pub pizza?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have not had that yet.
Yeah, you did. You had the all meat pizza.
Oh, I did have the all meat pizza. Yeah, it was all right. Yeah. Okay, I do remember that. That was when we were still lounging on the couch. Yeah, that was a $20 12-inch pizza.
Yep. That was very okay.
Yeah.
Like
It was fine. Like, listen, I didn't go out and eat it in the restaurant. I brought it back to the Airbnb, sat on the couch, and watched memes. I was fine with it. It was good couch eating food. Like, I didn't have an issue with it. You know, this Adepticon, I will say, I felt a lot of camaraderie between the group. It was a lot of fun just chilling a couple of nights, just lounging on the couch
Mhm.
and not having to be exhausted and dehydrated most of the time.
Yeah. I was fine. I was chilling. I didn't get dehydrated this year because I brought a water bottle.
You did bring a water bottle. That does help. It turns out.
It did. It helped a ton.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's very.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But yeah, that's
But
about it
I
for
suppose
Adepticon.
I suppose that does it for our actual podcast.
Yeah. We're at 1 hour and 20. Look at us. We can talk about things still.
Well, we had a lot to talk about. Well, we just had Adepticon to talk about. That's
Nah, that's true. Oh God. Shit.
good talk. Good talk.
Good talk. Yeah, like Adepticon was kind of like the super big thing. I was like, yeah, we have so much to talk about. We had like 5 months of stuff happen. Adepticon
Yeah.
was like kind of the hugest, biggest thing. There were other little GTs going on. I played in a GT. Oh my God, what the fuck is my hair doing? Oh, I played in a GT where I brought Monster Truck Ogres and went 0-3 and got really upset about it. And then I have not played Monster Truck since. I didn't get upset about it, but it was
Was
like,
that wasn't a GT? That was just the SuperCon, wasn't it?
no, that was like our little GT during the winter. That was the Midwinter Mayhem. No, that wasn't Midwinter Mayhem. It was
No.
it was like a 1-day 3-game GT.
Oh.
It was one you couldn't make.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Because I remember you texted me saying Monster Trucks is not it,
Yep.
and I went, no.
Yeah. It was RTT. Yeah. Yeah, I went 0-3 and I was like, ooh. Yeah, because I remember slamming into a Flesh Eater Quartz. I slammed Kragnos. It was my first time playing Kragnos. I slammed Kragnos into Usharon, and I did like 20. I did like 14 mortals to Usharon, and then attacked with Usharon or Kragnos and didn't kill. And I was like, how does this happen? How's Usharon not dead? What's going on here?
Yeah.
And then I
Mhm.
lost. I was like, oh, okay. All right.
Oh, okay.
All right. Sick. But yeah, we've had a couple of D&D sessions. We're doing that. It's been all right. You know, we haven't been playing as often as we want, but again, we've been really busy the last couple of months. I want to say
Mhm.
we've had about 2.5 sessions. That half is because one had to get cut short. But it's been a blast. You know, I would say we've had some good times getting to
I'd
know
say
some
so.
new characters.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot has happened. We've gotten into. So the way I have it set up is they're on their way to kill the queen of this city, who happens to be a golden dragon. And they're currently in her castle. And I'm just going to kind of leave it at that because the more I talk about it, most of the people who play are either in this podcast or watching the podcast or moderating the podcast. So I can't really talk about a lot of my ideas. So there's that. But they're currently in the Queen's Castle. One of the things that they had discussed is what if they get help from the Queen to kill the bad guy that's currently controlling them and making them do all these nefarious deeds. And I was like, that's a pretty decent idea. That's, you know, not off the table. But
That
yeah,
almost got us killed.
yeah, go ahead. I like this so much.
So my character is like, he's like he's like the definition of like, maybe if you've been in a fight, you wouldn't be so ready for another. But we walk into this like throne, like this hallway, and there's like these dudes wearing like perfect armor, not a scratch on it, not a smudge on it, shiny golden armor, and we walk in, and they're kind of like talking some shit on us, and eventually they let us pass because they're told to. And as we walk past, I take a finger and I just and smudge this guy's armor like all the way down the front.
Golly.
Oh.
I had to make 2 saves for that. And luckily it passed. But the doors closed And after the doors closed, because this was right at the entrance of the castle, and as the doors closed, I made it apparent that there was a lineup of more guards behind the doors. So this went from 2 guards to 10. They would have had to fight 10 half dragon guards if that
We would've
went
been fine.
poorly. Yeah, you would have been fine. Yeah, it would have been fine. Oh,
We would've been fine.
Curtis's character got to see Boomba again. That's always a good
Yeah.
time. Curtis's
Boomba-
character, Silent,
Boomba
loves
hate.
Boomba. You're just
hates
waiting
him.
for a response.
Or
I
he-
watched you look up at chat.
He hates him. He hates him so much.
So much. Silent is a lover of all things little and pebble like. Die. That's
reason-
all he gets. Die. Got to meet Boomba's family. He is the spawn of all evil. All right. I don't think so. I think he's a cute little fella.
Basically, it's Plague's OC. It's just infiltrated the game.
Yeah. Boomba is a catch-all NPC that I throw in to help the party out and for me to be able to play alongside them and have a fun little character. It keeps things interesting as well as gives them a bit of comic relief because the campaign can get a little dark at times. In fact, there was a session not too long ago where there was a bit of a sexual assault that kind of happened. So to make things a little lighter, Boomba's behind the door. Hey, it's Boomba! It's my way of trying to balance things out. And it's also just fun to be able to play alongside your party at the same time.
Yeah.
And Silent loves him. Loves him. His favorite. I got a text from Curtis being like, I cannot wait to play your campaign again so I can play alongside Boomba. It's a good moment. I cannot wait.
Good moment. I love
all thing Boomba.
I love when everyone does the dance at the table.
Yeah, so Boomba has a dance, and Boomba makes sure that everyone at the table does the little Boomba dance and sings a little Boomba song. It keeps everyone lighthearted. Silent and Curtis, along with them, loves it and is the first one to do the dance and the song along with them. It's a good time. My wife is also a big fan, big fan. We talked about it a little bit earlier, but the new season of Invincible and The Boys are out. If you guys haven't been watching, so far both seem to be pretty good. Invincible is almost done. There's about 2 episodes left. Next episode of the podcast, we're going to probably go into a spoiler cast deep dive on that.
Yeah, probably, because it's really good.
It's really good. But yeah, honestly, I think we can go ahead and cut her there. We're at about that 1 hour and 30 mark.
You're
Mark. Are you sure?
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
Guys,
we can be bees.
Mark, we can be bees. I made a steak. That's an underrated one. I like that one too. Guys, it's been a blast being back. Thank you again for being so understanding. And we're like I said, we're in some talks with some deals with things, and hopefully that will hold us to it. We are nothing but human, and sometimes humans need to have a little carrot dangled in front of their face to be able to understand that they want to do their hobbies.
For words unspoken.
So, and with that, I bid you all adieu. Make sure you stay hydrated. Make sure you enjoy the things that you love, and make sure you kiss your loved ones goodnight. For me, have a great night.